So don't be selfish with your logo design. You know, we design for other people. What's going on, everyone? It's Justin from Black Bear. I'm back with another video. Hopefully you enjoyed the last video. I've got a new one for you today. This video is called Designing for Outcomes, Not Beauty Pageants. So to give you a bit of context on why I'm doing this video is to help business owners make better design decisions when they're creating brand identity systems. What is a brand identity system? It's pretty much the collection of different design elements that work together to help communicate a brand message for a company. So this might include a logo, typography, icons, brand voice, and photography. So hopefully this is useful for anyone that's starting up a new business, creating a logo or creating some sort of brand identity system. Hopefully these key points give you clarity and stop you from making the wrong decisions when you're sort of working on these projects. So the first key point that I want to talk about is make sure you identify the key outcomes of the project. So what is the actual purpose of the project? Once you identify these in the beginning, normally when you do some sort of discovery meeting or creative brief, just make sure that whatever decision you make aligns with these desired outcomes. So what happens when you design without a purpose? It can lead to trend hopping or making subjective decisions that will cause your brand identity to not work properly. So just make sure your subjective choices, don't overrule the basic functionality of your logo design or your identity system. So another thing is that subjectivity is based on emotion and personal experience. So don't be selfish with your logo design. We design for other people. We all have our own subjective opinion. So just ask yourself, will this help us achieve the overall project goals? And sometimes you need to just trust your designer. If you're working with professionals, listen to them when they give you advice. Most professional brand designers already know the pitfalls and the not to do's when it comes to making a functional brand identity system, or making a logo functional, or what font to pick for a specific market. So sometimes you got to make some compromises, as long as we're all in the same boat and we're all going in the right direction to achieve those goals. So when you're communicating feedback or you're giving a critique about any concepts that a designer might send you, just keep in mind the final goal. So the next time you're fighting with your designer about how you love baby blue over royal blue, just make sure you're fighting for a good reason. Just because you like it is not a good enough reason. So when you're communicating your decisions with your business partner or your designer, just make sure you have the overall project goals in mind. This is the best way to get your point across and let the other side, validate your point. If you're coming from a good place, if you're coming from a place of, achieving the overall mission, then it's easier for both parties to agree and to push on. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you learned something today. Hopefully you got something useful from these key points. Keep an eye out for the next video. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more design goodness. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.